Good morning, students. Today we will meet for the first chapter again. Today is our last day for the first chapter, and then we will start a new chapter in the next class. Now, our last topic of the first chapter is based on law of exponents. What do you mean by exponents? Something is in the power is called exponent. Here, these are the rules which we have studied in 8th standard. You might be remembered that. See the first rule, a raised to m into a raised to n. We know that here both the product having same base a. So when base are same, we will add them in the power. So with common base a, we will add the power, that is m plus n. So a raised to m into a raised to n is equal to a raised to m plus n. Now, here it is product. In your textbook, it is given on the third point, that is division. Same logic is here. A raised to m, a raised to n in division. So, it is a raised to m minus n. Clear? So, a raised to m upon a raised to n, then its answer is a raised to m minus n. Because n in denominator. If we shift in numerator, then on the basis of this we can say it is a raised to minus n. Okay, so the same thing which I want to express, then I will say it is a raised to m into a raised to minus n. Now because of this logic, we can write a raised to n is equal to a raised to minus n. Now here a raised to m, a raised to n, because same base, we will add only power. Same way here a raised to m upon a raised to n. So it is a raised to m into a raised to minus n. Same base, so add the power, that is a raised to m minus n. Now second one. Second one is a raised to m whole power n. Then it is considered as a raised to m into n. Product of these two. That is a raised to m. Now fourth one, a raised to m, b raised to m. Here base are different but power are same. So it is ab whole power m. Now the last is 1 upon a raised to n. Then it is rewrite as a raised to minus n. So these 5 are the law of exponent. Is this clear? See, in the first one base are same. In third one also base are same. Okay. So a raised to m, a raised to n, it is a raised to m plus n. A raised to m upon a raised to n, that is a raised to m minus n. A raised to m whole power n, then it is a raised to product mn. A raised to m, b raised to m, then ab raised to m. And the last 1 upon a raised to n, then it is a raised to minus n. Now we will solve the last exercise, that is 1.6, based on these 5 rules only. First question of exercise 1.6. See, in each question there are 4 sub-questions. They all are similar in question 1, 2 and 3. Okay. In first question, there are 4 sub-questions. The first one is 64 power 1 by 2. Now, we know that 64 is rewrite as 8 square. You know very well, 8 square is 8 into 8, that is 64. So, we can write 64 as 8 raised to 2. But still 1 by 2 is as it is. So we can link this with second law of exponent, that is a raised to m whole power n. Answer is a raised to m into n. On the basis of that, 8 raised to 2 whole power 1 by 2, then answer is 8 raised to 2 into 1 by 2. 2 get cancelled. So only left power is 8 raised to 1, and we know that anything power 1 is number itself. So 8 raised to 1 is 8 itself. Remaining 3 questions are also the same type of question. Now next one, question number 2. The question is 9 raised to 3 by 2. Now again here 64 is a square of 8. Same way 9 is a square of 3. So we can replace 9 by 3 square. So it is 3 square whole power 3 by 2. Again a raised to m whole power n. A raised to m whole power n. So it is 3 raised to 2 into 3 by 2. So 2 get cancelled. So the left answer is 3 raised to 3. Now 3 raised to 3 is 3 into 3 into 3. So answer is 27. 3 cube, that is 27. Remaining 3 questions are also the same kind of question. Now question number 3. Here almost all the questions are different. So we will solve each sub question. The first one is 2 raised to 2 by 3 and 2 raised to 1 by 5. See here, base are same. Base are same. Powers are different. Here also the powers are different. So in that case, we will apply this law with common base and addition in the power. That is 2 by 3 plus 1 by 5. Now here denominator is 3, here denominator is 5. We know that in the case of LCM, we will multiply this 2 with 5 and 3 with 1. So in denominator it is 15. So 5 2s are 10 and 3 1s are 3 upon 3 into 5, 15. So the final answer is 2 raised to 10 plus 3 by 15. That is 2 raised to 13 by 15. This is my final answer. Here we use a raised to m, that is a raised to m plus n. Now second sub question. 1 upon 3 raised to 3 whole power 7. Here a upon b whole power 7. Then we can split this power to both 1 and 3 raised to 3. But we know that 1 raised to 7 is nothing but 1. But 3 raised to 3 whole power 7 is treated as a raised to m whole power n, that is a raised to mn. So 3 raised to 3 into 7, that is 3 raised to 21 in denominator. Now we know that if it is a raised to n in denominator, then numerator it is rewrite as a raised to minus n. Same way 1 upon 3 raised to 21 is rewrite as 3 raised to minus 21. Now the last question is 11 raised to 1 by 2. Now what about 11 raised to 1 by 2 upon 11 raised to 1 by 4? Base same, powers are different. So this is third one, a raised to m, a raised to n. The answer is a raised to m minus n. So on the basis of that, see my third question is this. 11 raised to 1 by 2, 11 raised to 1 by 4. So answer is 11 raised to 1 by 2 minus 1 by 4. I already wrote here 1 by 2 minus 1 by 4. Again we know that 4 is the LCM. So we have to multiply and divide by 2. So this 1 by 2 is rewrite as 2 by 4. So the final answer is 11 raised to 2 by 4 minus 1 by 4. That is 11 raised to 2 minus 1 by 4, that is 11 raised to 1 by 4. See the answer, 11 raised to 1 by 4. Now this is our second last question, and the last question of the question number 3 is 7 raised to 1 by 2 into 8 raised to 1 by 2. Now see, 7 raised to 1 by 2, 8 raised to 1 by 2, in this case base are different. So can we say it is fourth law? So on the basis of that, what we can write? 7 into 8 whole power 1 by 2. See, this is dot means into. So 8 sevens are 56 power 1 by 2. We know that 56 is not a perfect square, just like a 64 in the previous question. 64 is a perfect square of 8. Same way 56 is not a perfect square of any number. So we can leave our answer till this step only. if you want to reduce, you have to factorize 56. Now, how can we write 56? Here we have seen that it is 7 into 8. So you may write 7 into 2 into 4. Then this 4 is nothing but 2 square. So when we will apply this 1 by 2, you may write this simplified form as 2 into 14 raised to 1 by 2. See why we can write this? Because this 56, again I will write, this 56 is rewrite as 14 into 4. Still half power is there. This half power is RHS. So M apply to B as well as A. So this 1 by 2 apply to 4, apply to 14. So 14 power 1 by 2, 4 power 1 by 2. 14 power 1 by 2 means root 14. And 4 raised to half, 4 is nothing but 2 square. So this square and half get cancelled. So only 2 is left. So final answer is 2 under root 14. Or you may write 2 14 power half. You can write either this answer, or you may leave your answer till this step. You will get the full marks in all the cases. Is this clear? Okay. So this is our last question of this chapter. So our first chapter is now completed. Okay. You have to complete each and every question in your notebook. And whenever we will call you, you have to submit your notebook along with all the questions. Okay. If you have any doubt, you can leave that particular question in your notebook. Leave some space. So if you have any doubt, whenever you submit your notebook, we will check at that time and we will discuss that question. Okay. Thank you, students.